Hi everybody, welcome to my Age of Wonders 3 Draconian Necromancer walkthrough. In this video series, I'm going to face off against 5 AI Emperor level opponents who are all allied together. It'll be Emperor difficulty, large size map, all land because it's easier for AIs to navigate. I was looking up online in the forums to see what are considered some of the hardest settings to stack the deck against the human player and make it easier on the AI. And they talk about putting the AI at a far distance so they have more time to snowball and get strong before you can reach them and attack them. Starting units weak so that it's harder for you early in the game to start off. Fewer roaming units because they can really make it difficult for AIs with roaming units capturing their cities, so they suggest setting it to few treasures, many cities because AI can swallow up all these cities on their side of the map, and it really helps with their economy and their snowballing. And then few treasure structures were some of the recommendations I saw. Geography is the same, surface and underground. What's next? So for this, we'll turn on teams. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 AI emperors versus me as a human. Classic turns. Let's see, advanced rules. We'll do normal game speed, standard starting resources, normal skill set, no resurgence, never for that. Defender strength is normal, because while I've done some walkthroughs with strong or very strong, while that's challenging early game, for the human player, it's super challenging and really cripples the AI. They just have a hard time clearing sites and they lose a lot of units. So it's been suggested that to make the game hardest, especially mid to late game, you set the defender strength to normal so that the AI can snowball. So that's going to be a change. Medium cosmic happenings. Number of heroes, I'm going to really hamper myself and put it down to 1. So that means I start with my leader, and then I get 1 additional hero, and that's it. So whereas the opponents can have a total of 10 heroes, I only have 1 hero. And the maximum hero level will keep at 15 to prevent my leader and my hero from being able to get super high up. So we'll cap how high up in level they can get. City founding is turned off because AI suck at it and humans can be really good at it. So I'm going to handicap myself by not allowing city founding. Everything else is pretty standard. And with this, I will select the leaders, including AI leaders, so that I can select leaders who will be particularly effective against me as Draconian Necromancer, especially with the Necromancer part. Now, as far as the hero that I'll be playing, it will be this guy. We're Destruction Adept and Destruction Master, and I talk about in my Steam community, in the Steam workshop, my Draconian Necromancer guide, I talk about why I like these specializations in the Shadowborn Adept, primarily for the lifesteal that your units can get when they're dedicated to evil and when you produce cities in a city that's been enchanted with the granting lifesteal ability. So that's who I'll be playing. Again, Draconian Necromancer, and I explain in my guide why I think it's a really great race-class combination. And then as far as the other characters, I'm not going to go through them all, but what I will say for the AIs is that I'll pit myself against a Draconian Sorcerer, a Theocrat High Elf, a Rogue Tigran, who I will set the default position to Underground, a Warlord Orc, and a Dreadnought Dwarf, who I will also set to Underground. So there'll be 3 above ground, 2 below ground in their preferred habitats. And all of these are very strong race class combinations, and several of them do a good job of countering Necromancer. So it'll make it harder for me with the machines, with some of the fire damage, with the Theocrat with the spirit damage, with the Sorcerer with the shock damage, stuff like that. So there'll be pretty challenging opponents, I think. And so this is it for the setup video. Once we're loaded into the map, I will pick up and start recording at the at the start of turn 1, and then my plan is to do recordings at the end of each turn or every 3 turns or so to give you a recap of what I did. Because you can go to other sources like Heliodin and Bob from Black Arrow Gaming. They do step-by-step YouTube video tutorials, which are really good, where you can see the choices they make moment to moment in battles and such. But for me, I want you to see the high-level strategy that I use. So I'll be recapping at the end of each turn, and we'll watch some key battles that come up as well. All right, so in the next video, see you in turn 1.